All right. We're coming up on live here. We're loading. I probably screwed up the entrance scene again.
My favorite is that it keeps using the one when we were back by the tanks, and I'm laughing. That's all I ever see every time. Like, I mean, I guess it's appropriate, but
Yeah.
you know.
All right, are we good?
Whew.
My hair look all right? Yeah.
Really?
Great.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah. Got a colic on my beard. It's great.
I love it.
I don't care.
That's right.
Well, I care that you love it. I don't care that it's there. We're up to a booming start here, folks, for 3 beers in. This is great.
Woohoo!
All right, so we're almost done with this year here, so figured it's only appropriate. Ooh, that's thick.
We're doing something a little something a little different tonight. Hey, Miss Meta, thank you. This is my
ta-da!
yes. Thought we'd be festive.
Yeah,
you
festive.
know,
So
all the things. Oh,
tonight's 3 beers in is brought to you by Phillips Schnapps.
Yes.
All right. Here's to this year almost being over.
Oh, I thought you were gonna do the toast.
What toast? I don't know the toast.
Here's to the breeze.
Here's to I don't know that.
I don't either. I
don't
don't
know
know part
that
of
one.
it. Okay.
I don't know. Okay, so insert in Zach, I do have beard oil and brush.
He's got all the things, Zach. All a shelf full. The oils, the brushes, the combs, the goop, the gunk, the whatever.
I just don't care. Yeah.
Yes, nice list.
All right, so insert inappropriate cheers here. So, cheers.
Ooh, that's refreshing. Woo!
It's,
oh, I like it when it's thick like that. Yum. You all right over there, Richard?
It was in the garage.
The door may have to open. He's gonna get really hot in this sweater.
Yeah, we're gonna have to open the patio door here. Sarah made me put the sweater on, so maybe dress up.
He did not put up much of a
It's my church sweater.
Absolutely not.
See if anybody gets that one.
So this feels that was fun, but I feel like we're breaking all the beer rules by having peppermint before we taste beer.
Yeah, generally when you're doing a tasting, you shouldn't drink something strong before you taste. Well, do you have water? I have water.
I have water.
There we go.
You shouldn't even, so back when he was a super homebrew beer judging geek, I mean, not that he's not all those things now, but he was really, really into it back in the day. Like, I couldn't, he's like, get away from me, your lotion stinks. It's the smells, the scents, the taste, all the things, but.
Bad, I tell you. All right, so Merry Christmas, everybody. Everybody who's ever watching this, so we're 2 days out from Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Merry Christmas, 2020. We are days away from 2021, so cheers to that.
Woohoo.
Hence the shot. I feel like peppermint in my stomach. It's like
warming.
It's doing something down there.
That's a big pour.
What?
I don't know. I just feel like that's a big pour.
We're do short pours or what?
I don't know. We're just getting after it.
Well.
Okay.
Kids don't have school tomorrow.
Yay! No, making sure our daughter rolls out of bed. She rolls out of bed like 2 minutes before she has to be on her meat.
All right, so here's the scoop, people. We're, as you might notice, we're broadcasting live from home. Our awesome Christmas tree. No decorations, because we have a little runt of a cat in the house right now, and he climbs it. We didn't even have the thing assembled totally, and it was halfway up in the tree. So he might make an appearance. We'll see.
Yeah. You might see a cat. You might see a kid.
A little bit of birthday balloons back there.
Yep.
Sam's birthday is the 12th, which is awesome. So.
I know. Holy moly! Way to go, Party World. They are still flying high.
Almost forget his birthday sometimes. That's tragic.
Okay. Beautiful.
So yeah.
The band's back together again. Oh, Merry Christmas, Deb. Welcome back.
Christine, right. Cheers.
Let's drink some beer.
Yeah, too bad. Sorry I had to cancel, Liz, your patio reservation this afternoon. Yeah, that wouldn't have been great. So patio shut down. We are home.
There's Die Hard and then there's Die
DJ,
Hard.
yeah, DJ and Cindy were closing down the tap room when I left. It was, I don't know, the snow has stopped out there, but it's still blowy and yeah, it's
slick.
It's slick out there. So if
I had some fun around some corners on the way home.
Yeah, I like to do that in the daylight, but whatever.
Yeah, it's all good.
That's fine. So
all right.
So first beer of our 3 beers in.
Golden Ale.
Pardon me, Golden Ale. Yeah, this was our first run with our English yeast, London Ale 3 for the homebrewers out there. I wanted something really light. I kind of wanted something to replace Jacktober. I know a lot of people are big fans of that.
You can never replace Jacktober.
I know, but it's similar. But
it's a substitute. I will say it's a good substitute.
Yeah.
But
so the yeast kicks off a really fruity nature to it. I'm getting a lot of like apple or pear, kind of light fruit in there.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I get.
I tend to just drink this one. I don't analyze this one because it just goes down really good for me.
So yes, Christine. Pretty sure we're gonna crank out another batch of. It'll be tap room only, ice out.
I've been working on them for a long time, Christine.
Yeah, we'll bring that back this spring. Just because a lot of people miss it. Won't be in package though. We don't have any more labels, and it just didn't sell out well on the market. So, this is it's an English strain of yeast, and the English strains.
Did you say pear and what?
Pear and apple, a little bit of apple. Not green apple because that's a
Green
kind
apple's
of a
bad.
defect. More just light fruit, maybe grape, green grape.
Hmm.
Hints of green grape, something like that. But yeah, it's just the English strain of yeast is kicks off a lot of fruity esters. Awesome for IPAs, which people kind of come to find out. But it's a little bit more fruit forward, a little bit more. It's got more character than like our house English strain. So it's
not
house American strain of yeast.
Absolutely.
Most of our beers are brewed with just an American ale strain. We use the same strain of yeast and cycle it through the batches. But to kind of give a little bit of another ingredient profile to play around with, we brought in an English strain. So we brewed a number of beers with this one.
Well, and it's fun. Not that we're going to go down the geeky yeast strain, but if you made the exact same beer and all you did was change the yeast, they would taste, I don't say completely different, but there's going to be some serious differences.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. So let's see. I got a couple questions here.
Steve, I feel like we've addressed this.
Steve asked, "Are your deer all male?" We did find out. I think this is reindeer. Reindeer, both does and bucks are antlered. So just clear that air. Darcy, yes, we are drinking the Golden Ale, British Golden Ale in the tap room, and it's pretty good. I've got some minor tweaks, but I think we'll bring it back when we bring this yeast strain back. It's a great way to grow the yeast, and because we kind of want to keep that yeast alive for as many generations as we can, multiply it, use it in a bunch of different batches. So it's a good one there.
Yeah, it doesn't have the sweet, heavy, malty breadiness of Jacktober, but it's a good replacement.
Yeah, a little more biscuity, biscuit cracker, kind of along those.
Yeah.
A little bit of toast.
Yeah.
Like light toast.
As opposed to bread. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
tastes
good.
more a little more like toast than bread, if that makes sense.
Sorry.
So.
That didn't sound
So Leanne, yep. Blood orange is a great one. That's our winter seasonal.
She'll be caught up to us in no time. She'll
Yep.
be on her third beer, and there you go.
Exactly.
All right, Steve.
Steve wants to see Sarah's
That's all it
sweater.
is. Cute little reindeer with glasses. See, he sparkles. It's green
Yep.
sequins. And then I have green bows for earrings.
Mine's also a cute little reindeer.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Missed the pickle beer. Will you brew it again soon? Yes, next week. We've got it coming out again next week. Not sure which date. Was that a secret? No, we said it at the end of the last video, didn't we?
We said it'd be back. We didn't give him a date, did we?
Well, you still don't have a date, so watch Facebook.
Okay. Yes, but it's in the works.
Yep. And we ordered labels for it, so sometime in January we'll be kegging that up.
It'll be out there.
I just ordered. That's a funny story. I just ordered the pickle juice. It's out of from an outfit out of Texas, and so I went direct to them to order it. I had to order 192 gallons at a minimum order,
That's a lot of pickle juice.
which was kind of interesting. So, if you hear rustling behind us, one of the cats is into the presents.
It's probably the little one. He's the little
Right.
devilish one.
I think he's okay.
We'll see.
Nothing's being open. Where's Lorraine's game playing again?
Man,
you know
when
what?
things go back to normal. Normal.
As soon as the yeah, not quite sure about that.
I can't wait for music again.
As soon as the snow melts, we're gonna be partying on the patio all summer long. So COVID or not, we're gonna go for it. So
Absolutely, love it.
Todd says caribou. Is this more caribou or reindeer? Are caribou reindeer? They're different, aren't they?
Really?
I don't know.
You're at me? No, I don't know any
Anyway.
of that kind of crap. My favorite though is every time you guys reference a sweater, and then he leans back and he kind of does this little like,
See?
hey,
See the reindeer?
hey.
Lovely sweater. Lovely sweater. I've caught a few people in the tap room. They're like, "Wow, that's a really nice sweater," and then they go, "Oh, what's that? What are the reindeer doing?"
Good times.
Oh, any idea we can have Brewers Guild meetings again? Great way to bond with breweries in our region. Good question, Christine. We've kind of put those on hold. Meetings are just not a great idea right now. So, especially because we're shut down in our industry. So,
Yeah.
trying to gather is just a
isn't as fun.
pain.
I mean,
You know what though?
What?
That's a good point.
What?
Because our region is so spread out. I mean, we're up with the Revelation Ale Works up in Halleck, Minnesota.
Someday I'm gonna get up there.
Northwestern corner, whichever direction. I don't know if this is right side up, upside down, whatever.
To me, it's that way. But that's that way for you guys.
In your
This is why I
house,
don't-
it's that way.
This is why I don't pack up trailers.
Yep. We should maybe just line up a Zoom meeting between all the brewers. So, all right. What
More
are your
excuse to drink together.
hours on New Year's Eve? What do you remember?
12 to 6.
12 to 6, New Year's Eve. We're going to shut it down a little bit early just because I'm sure people have places to be, settle in
It's
for the
cold. People hunker down when
Yeah.
it gets
And
dark and cold.
night. The Fish Shack rentals, unfortunately, in this last shutdown order, not going to happen. So, New Year's Day, what do we say? We're going to be closed, right? We're going to be closed.
All right, so we went back and forth for quite a while on whether we should be open or closed on New Year's Day. We always have been closed, so we're staying with it. We are going to be closed. We are hoping everyone is going to really ring in the new year to kick 2020 to the curb as fast as we can, and we're hoping people aren't in the mood to drink beer on New Year's Day.
No, I won't.
No.
Let's be honest.
We might be switching to Bloodies, a little hair of the dog, whatever.
Yeah, we'll be
but
drinking Bloody Marys in the morning.
we have got amazing employees that we're just going to let them have the day so they can celebrate New Year's Eve and not have to worry about being personable to customers. So,
Yeah, because we got. I mean, our beer tenders are awesome. I mean, they're doing well. Probably half of them are watching this video right now.
way to go, guys!
But it's just they've been awesome through this whole thing. So, yeah, we're just gonna close New Year's Day. Are we caught up? So
Barker,
Scott,
let's road trip it to Halleck. Let's
Scott,
go.
yes, thanks for the heads up. Reindeer and caribou are in the same. Two names, same creature. There we go.
Is that like buffalo and
Caribou.
bison?
I think those are actually different.
Okay.
Because there's the American buffalo.
If I offended
Yeah,
any
bison.
NDSU alum, I apologize.
We're cobbers, so
Exactly.
hey, take that.
That's right.
Dang
nabbit.
Summertime, why can't we Zoom? Yeah, good point.
We
Christine,
could.
we should. Road trip to Halleck, yes. Sign us up. Coming from out of state, big fan of your brewery. What's your favorite part of owning a brewery and your least favorite part? Least favorite part is COVID. But all serious.
COVID aside.
COVID aside. So favorite part. I didn't really realize it until COVID really hit, but my favorite part of owning a brewery is seeing people in the tap room. Just making those connections, that we're a space. I mean, even just like last night, I went in to pack up all the patio furniture so I
To
didn't
move
have
the furniture again.
Yeah, to move the furniture again so I didn't have to snow blow around everything or move it in snow. And our fire pits were full until we closed at 8. Well, it kind of closed at 8:45, but yeah, it's just to see people like giving people a place that they can just kind of veg, hang out, and have some good beers. That's just really, and the free beer is kind of nice too.
For those of you that know Patrick and know what an introvert he is, that is huge for him.
Oh,
to
I
say
don't.
that.
I don't want to hang out with people. I just like. I just want to see other people hanging out with each
Now
other.
me, I want all the people.
But no, that's not true. I do enjoy the people and all of these awesome people that I've met through the brewery over the past we're coming up on 8 years now. Both locations, the old little garage and then the new real brewery. So yeah, that's fun. Least favorite part.
Your desk work. I'll answer for you.
Yeah, desk work. It's a lot of paperwork, ton of regulatory stuff. Not dealing with employees, but the stuff that goes along with having employees, like the paperwork and just the odds and ends that you have to fill out and forms you have to do and stuff like that. That's probably my least favorite part. When we get huge and just explode beyond all means, I'll hire somebody to do that. Oh no, actually, least favorite part, bookkeeping. That's why my wife does it. It's a lot of numbers. I love forecasting. I love looking at numbers because I was a math major, math and physics major, so I like those. Janelle says yes. Please be open New Year's Day.
You come drink with me, Janelle?
We'll see.
Hey, Miss Leisha.
Yeah.
Sweet. We're gonna have to have caravans. Everybody driving to Halleck together.
Yeah, Zach's coming over for that. Zach's coming over for Zach's road trip.
Ooh.
Dave Madsen, hey, how's it going?
Hey, Dave. Dave wants us to break down the lemon meringue.
All right, what's the secret behind the lemon meringue?
meringue?
Well, I don't do it because you stay away from wheat.
That much is not good.
Or no, I think we did. Didn't we taste? I don't know. We'll talk to the internets. Did we do lemon meringue? Lemon meringue sour, delicious. You taste everything like you've just eaten a bite of pie. Yes, so it's a kettle sour. Kind of been playing around with that. Cody, my head brewer, he's a whiz at that stuff. So with different flavors and whatnot. The kettle sour provides the sourness. We throw a little bit of Cara Brown malt in there to give it kind of a graham cracker base, and it does taste like graham cracker in there. What else? We hit it with some lactose to kind of back sweeten it a little bit to give it a little, and it gives it kind of a creamy texture to it. And then the secret behind that one, we've got an Amaretti. Amaretti, we use a lot of their flavoring products. They're derived from natural, and they're pulled from lemons and whatnot. Super consistent, super stable, and we found that just works really good for us. And they've got a lemon meringue concoction. And we take that as a base, and then we add lactose. We throw some vanilla in there too, because to kind of give it kind of a little bit more of a pie meringue character. So, we played around quite a bit to get the different mixtures going on in that thing. But yeah, that graham cracker comes from the Cara Brown, which is pretty cool. Which is also what we use in Bonfire. Bonfire's got some Cara Brown in it as well, so it's pretty awesome. Dan, favorite part of having a brewery is the awesome beer tenders they have. Yes, Dan, and Dan is one of our
do have
beer
amazing
tenders.
Beer tenders. Hi, Diane.
Oh, hello.
Yes, we are gonna give everybody the day.
Yep.
Maybe we'll, Zoom. I don't know.
Oh, Rob, you would not have. It was bad. Seriously, it was. I don't doubt it. It was pretty windy. It was piling up too because the patio is on like the windward, not the windward, the leeward side of the building. I think that's the right word. I don't know. Somebody will correct me if I'm wrong.
How about we just go, it's on the south side?
It's on the south side. Well, it's actually southwest. The building's not square to the cardinal directions.
Whatevs.
So yeah, that's it was piling up pretty good. So I'm gonna have a little bit of It was. I did clear off the fish houses had collapsed, and I did go out there before I left and
good.
actually like lift them up from the inside
Good.
and shook them off. So at least there's not a crap ton of snow that's gonna pile up on them.
Yeah, you don't walk into a super mess tomorrow.
Yeah, giant bowl full of snow.
Beautiful.
So yeah, I cleaned those off. Unfortunately, we can't use the fish houses yet, but we'll get there.
All right, pitter patter there.
Pitter patter. Sorry.
Amazingly, he's doing all the talking tonight. I don't know who he is. How many beers are you in?
It was the peppermint schnapps.
Loosens them right up. All right.
All right, next beer.
Is that? Oh yeah, that would be next.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I forgot. I cannot remember what I've asked like 4 times what we're drinking tonight.
Next beer up. Drum roll, please. You got a drum roll for me?
Really? That's hokey as hell.
Okay. Okay. Black Bear. Oatmeal stout.
Black Bear.
So this is our winter seasonal. Oh, that's right. Short pour. We'll finish them up
Well,
later on.
yes. Otherwise, we talk forever and ever, but we might anyways. So.
Well, hey, you said I talked too much during the last one, so.
Oh, it's all good.
Black Bear oatmeal stout. Take her away.
No, we weren't even talking beer.
Okay, so it's an oatmeal
We were
stout.
talking all the other things.
Oatmeal is a really common ingredient in stouts. A lot of English stouts have oatmeal. There'll be an oatmeal stout. And, yeah, it's just an easy drinking stout. Not too roasty, but really reserved on the roastiness.
Are you going to explain why it's used? It's for mouthfeel, correct?
Yeah, I was working on that.
Oh, sorry.
I
I just stole his thunder.
Roastiness here.
Sorry.
Completely derailed my pitch on this beer.
Totally did. I'm so sorry.
Reserved roastiness. It's got some roast to it, but not a whole ton. But then we throw oatmeal into it, and it adds a nice creaminess. Kind of a soft mouthfeel to it. A little bit of creaminess. And yeah, it's mostly for mouthfeel, really. It's you do have a little bit of an oatmeal flavor to it. But yeah, it's just kind of, it adds a smoothness. Adds a smoothness that kind of balances out the roast too. Without the oatmeal, you get a little bit more of an edge on that roastiness.
Absolutely. Yeah, it would be it'd be too roasty, too bitey, whatever for me. So I like that it kind of rounds it out. And
but if you're drinking this one, this is a good beer to kind of let it warm up a little bit too. Kind of bring it up into temperature a little bit.
If you just cup your glass.
Cup the glass a little bit.
Let it warm up a little bit. So if you're in a restaurant and you see someone doing that, they're not being weird. They're warming up a beer that.
No, they're really being weird by warming up their beer. But
you
hey,
do it?
I know, but that's not normal for most people.
Okay. Well, whatever. But yes, so it's got subtle. I mean, you could really get in there and break it down. I get subtle, light notes of chocolate, just hints. But I really just like that it's. I don't tend to do the dark beers. I like them, but I don't know. I just really like the Jacktoberfest style beers. That's like the malty, the ambers, the reds. It's just what I go to. But I do like to mix it up, and I will grab a black beer, have it in the fridge or in the tap room, and I just like that it is. I could drink a whole pint of it because that's how I will judge a beer. It's like, I could drink a taster of it, or I could drink a whole pint, or I could drink 4 pints.
Yeah.
It's easy drinking. It's got.
Mine's usually by the growler. If I can kill a growler in an evening, not the little guys either, the big guys, kill a big one without really. It's like, that was tasty.
Yeah.
Then it's got to be good and balanced that way.
Yes.
And this
if you want
got,
to go back for more, then yes.
It's got a little bit of bitterness to it, but not enough to really overpower it. It's just kind of just the right balance between bitter and sweet.
Bitterness.
Mm-hmm.
Hot bitterness?
Yeah.
Or roast bitterness?
Probably a little bit of both.
Okay.
I get more when I think about roast, I'm a little bit more. I lean more towards astringent, like that drying character.
Okay.
Bitterness, I get a little bit more of just the flavor of the bitter. So.
Got it.
So that's.
Got it. So I tried not to lose my focus with Zach's comment.
We've got a good picture of Cup to Glass. Yep.
So many like backstories and inside stories.
Yes.
And dang, I love you all.
Zach, let's do that
I
again.
love you all.
Any watermelon? Yes. There's what was it? That was our Naughty Pine.
Yeah.
Our latest flavor of Naughty Pine sour, and we do have some of the watermelon left.
And it's also a
So-
kettle sour, like the. Yeah, and I love sours, but I can't drink them, or at least not very many of them because of the wheat. But I had to have a taster or two of the watermelon. That was very tasty.
Ooh, Paula said, thanks for not hosting the First Cut Club annual party on the patio today. Yes, yeah, and about that, I'm not quite sure. We're going to have a party at some point for the 2020 First Cut Club. For those of you that don't know, the First Cut Club, we started that last year to kind of recognize and appreciate some of our super regulars and super fans, whatnot. It was $95. You got $1 off every beer. What was it? $2 off growlers.
Yep, $2 off growlers, $1 off crowlers,
Mm-hmm.
15% off on merchandise all the time.
And every time you come into the tap room, you got a free taster of something. You'd be like, hey, I haven't tried that. I want my free taster. And boom. So you get kind of, dibs on stuff. And well, yeah, first dibs on some of the new releases too.
Yep, they usually would secretly go on tap early for the First Cut Club members, and they could purchase it before the general public.
Yep. They get an email blast going out to say, hey, this is actually on tap right now. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Come and
Wink, wink,
order.
nod, nod.
Yeah. Say no more.
So many references tonight.
So that's that. So Steve, when is the black and tan coming back? That depends on if we've got something that we can do a black and tan. So the way you do a black and tan is you typically float dark beer on top of like a pale ale or something like that. And that worked really well when we had our dry Irish stout. The dry Irish stout had a really low finishing gravity. There was very low residual sugars in that beer. So it could float on top of another beer. We've tried it with Black Bear. Black Bear's a little bit too hefty in the finish. It's got a higher finishing.
I did try
gravity. Yeah, and it's just
I thought I had it,
just
and then
doesn't work. It just
Yeah.
doesn't work.
No.
So we need a nice
Yeah.
dry stout on tap to do a black and tan. So.
But our peeps don't love dry stouts. So Leanne, funny you mentioned that. So Cody, our head brewer, is kind of a hophead. No, he really is a hophead. And that's what he wants to make all the time. Although I think I have pushed and nudged and, hey, you gotta make this. He is coming around to these multi beers, and he dabbled in a Vienna.
Yep.
And actually for our
Anniversary.
thank you.
For
It's just
anniversary.
poof gone. The anniversary week, we do some special releases and some special beers for that. And so he made a Vienna style beer.
Did we ever announce what our anniversary?
No, we'll get to that. And he realized that, hey, this is really good. I'd like to maybe, tweak and try. And so I'm hoping that it comes back because I love them very, very much.
Yeah, the first beer we had, the British Golden, is it is kind of light to be in that amber category.
It is. It's definitely golden, not quite.
It's if you were coming into the tap room and asked for an amber, I maybe push you that direction, or Duck Pond. Those are kind of the far ends of what you could call an amber.
Yeah, that's like an amber would be in between those two, and you give the description, and you could go either way. But that's why I love them. It's kind of my jam.
Paula, salted caramel blackberry is delicious.
It's very, very much so.
Yeah, Zach, yeah, you definitely made your money back on that one this year. And it's also, so here's the deal,
What are you implying?
We start selling, I just see him in the tap room a lot. He's great to drink beer with. I see, it is also something that we started because January, February, and March are really tough in the hospitality industry, especially in our area. We're really slow. So it was kind of a way to bring in some revenue during those months, because sign-up we started February, didn't we? March.
We didn't have our poop in a group to do February.
So we'll probably kick it off in February, just to kind of, because it helps us out. It helps shift some of our revenue to
And then it helps break up that lovely time that is February when you are so sick of winter.
Yep.
And all right, let's get out of the house and get some beer.
We are doing a special beer for the First Cut Club. I don't know if it's going to completely replace the party or something like that. We've got a survey out there going for the First Cut Club people, so we'll see what comes out of that.
There are some undisclosed benefits that we have, like that blanket disclaimer and other cool things.
Yes, and the rest of you will not get any of that. Sorry. I'm not lying.
So Taylor, thank you. It looks lovely from a distance. It's very full. It's a very good sized tree, but the little cat he's in it all the time, no matter how much we try. So there are no ornaments, no nothing. There actually was a ledge. There was a layer he liked to lay on, and it just was flat. We had to go fix it. So.
And we just cram a lot of lights into it, and it works good.
Exactly. You guys are rocking the questions
so Dave,
tonight.
Yeah, we're just gonna rock out with questions.
Amazing.
All right, so Dave, have you made a beer with rhubarb? I think on a homebrew level, I have. Haven't done anything at the brewery yet.
Yeah. Really... Derek did. You had the syrup, and he made a rhubarb. It was gone. It was just a one keg. It was gone like that. It was delicious. Because Patrick has always wanted to. He would collect rhubarb and boil it down into a syrup. Yeah. And then we would never make a beer out of it, and still it would be really good for making drinks out of.
Yeah, it is really good. So rhubarb syrup and the cedar gin from Vikra up in Duluth. Very good. Give it a try.
He's my mixologist.
That was good. It's on my list. Usually I end up washing and chopping up a bunch of rhubarb, put it in the freezer, and then forgetting about it for 2 years. So that's kind of my deal. Okay. So what was your firstborn signature beer for the brewery, Christine?
Those are two different. Like, there was our first beer. First beer
was Duck Pond. First beer I brewed back in, I forgot to announce our Brewingversity. We were up at Grandview that weekend. Anyway,
we talked about it.
Did we?
We 100% talked about it.
Okay.
Yes, we did.
So, brewing anniversary, first batch was Duck Pond. The week after, I followed up with our Fence Line, our Pale Ale. So, those are the two that came out first. And then, I think probably about a month later, I brewed Dead Branch.
Was it that long?
Yeah, it was. Well, I couldn't keep up with Duck Pond or Fence Line. I just kept cranking out those, adding more equipment. So, those were the first 3 beers that I brewed. And I had them on tap at home in the garage, right behind me back there, for many years before that.
But soon, Fence Line became a very obvious.
So Fence Line, and Fence Line is kind of our signature beer. It's about 30% of what we brew. It's not always it's typically the best-selling growler in the tap room. But not by the pint, because we got a lot of other hoppy beers on. People still love their Fence Line, and they'll usually have something else and then finish off with Fence Line or something like that. So Fence Line's about 30% of our business, and Duck Pond's about 20%. So the first 2 beers that I came out with,
sticking to our roots, man.
They were pretty good, I guess. They're still hanging in there. So between those 2 beers, that's about half of what we make.
Back to the beer for a second.
Yeah.
I usually talk too much or whatever when I'm drinking. It becomes even more lovely as it warms up.
It is.
I'm mindlessly drinking, listening to you, whatever else, and I'm like, hey, it just kind of.
Yeah, this is a beer
mellows,
that really
it softens it.
Yeah, I told you to cup it.
I know. See, and I picked the perfect glass for that. I was going to go with like a snifter, and I guess I could have.
So Steve asked, can we buy the 2021 club membership now? We're going to work on that. We kind of get that going the first of the year, or some January, February, or something like that. We've got to kind of roll that out. If you want to buy something, buy some merchandise. Head over to the tap room, buy some merch. We got an online store. Taylor did an awesome job of that one. Taylor mentioned, did I miss the ugly sweater winners?
No, Taylor, we're slackers. We haven't gotten that far yet.
Haven't got that far yet. So.
No.
We're not 3 beers in yet.
We will get there. Promise.
Yeah.
Promise.
We will announce
so many awesome questions. Ooh, Jim, what'd you get?
Oh, Christine asked, anything with wild yeast? We did We've got a rusty nail. Nothing on tap right now,
Oh,
unfortunately.
rusty.
But we got a couple things in the works. We've got we're working on
Lambic?
Cody's working on a lambic project.
It's collective. We all have our. I have absolutely.
Working
no
on a
idea
lambic
what
project
I'll
as
say
well.
we.
That's going to be a long process. So.
I love it. I love it.
Oh yeah, I just opened Jack the family presents.
Nice.
Jack Klein flannel. These are pretty nice. I like them.
Very nice. Very nice.
A little short for a tall guy like me. Well, tall. And well, this yeah. Let's just all admit it. This is what gets my shirts a little bit short. So how about a So Dank IPA?
Oh, I don't like.
She don't like the dank flavors. Yeah.
Just not my thing.
I like the traditional IPAs. Can't count all the.
Well, no, of course you can't, David.
No.
Because I know of a couple people that drink a lot of it. Wink, wink. Sweet.
Yeah. All right.
So how about we?
Take a little pause and do the ugly sweater contest.
We can.
Okay.
Okay.
Ugly sweater announcement.
Okay. So we had
Ding, 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 ding.
normally this last Saturday we would have had our ugly sweater Christmas party and do all sorts of fun, silly things, and everyone shows up in their ugly sweaters. Sadly, we had to do it online this year. So we had people send in their pictures to us, and we as a team picked out 2 winners. It was, I have to say, thank you everyone who submitted. It really kind of made my day. They were anywhere from, I busted out laughing to cute to fun. I appreciate everyone that took the time to send us pictures. It was really, really great. So after a lot of deliberation, we picked 2 winners. Oh, first I should say, so by sending the picture, the 2 winners get a 7-pack of Crowlers and 2 pint glasses. So there you go. There's their New Year's right there. New Year's in a box.
That's like 2 plus 3 beers in. Get it? 2, 3 beers in plus an extra.
Yep, he's mine, peeps. I will claim him.
2 plus.
2 plus.
Because we got these. These are $7.50.
Anywho, so our winner. I should make you do a drum roll. As hokey as it is. Thank you, sir. Paula Dunn and Jody Green were our Crowler pack winners.
Woohoo!
It was awesome. It was a tough decision. I had many, many favorites. Like I said, I appreciate. We did have to come up with some honorable mentions that were in the deliberations for quite a while. Jess Hopkins, thank you. She sent us a video of her modeling and dancing. That was pretty epic. Brenda Eschenbacher and Lucky Krakowski. Would you say Krakowski?
He had a good story. We'll see if we can share the story. I don't know.
Yeah, it was cute. So again, thank you to everyone. It was awesome. I hope we can have a pretty epic party next year. So there you go. You got a whole year to find, make, whatever your ugly sweater for next time. Yes. Zach, that's a very good question. Taylor is on. She will find a way. She wanted us to announce it, and we're going to tag the winners, and then, yes, we will get them posted. So
yeah, well,
everyone
for either
can see.
I'm not gonna commit her to do it in a video because that's something that I would commit to and then not have time to do.
Or forget.
Or just whatever. But we'll get the pictures up. We'll get the entrance in. There was a lot of cool ones. Not as cool as being in person for sure, but it did kind of help lift our spirits a little bit.
Absolutely. It was great today. I really did appreciate that.
Things. So,
I appreciated having that many to judge. It was fun.
Exactly. So, thanks to everybody who sent those in, and cheers to next year. Next year we should already like brand it the ugliest sweater party, just because we've gotten through all of this. So
you're too young. My dog picks up. I have an ugly sweater.
No, I said I should make an ugly sweater.
Again, you're still too young.
Yeah, go ahead and knit one. Crochet one.
Crochet.
One. Sorry, my daughter's taking up crocheting.
She's like a super duper.
It is
crochet.
pretty cool. Hey, Barbara Fargo.
Jeez. Hey, Nillis. What would be a plural?
Nilai. We said Nilai.
Nilai? Okay.
Nilai.
I'm a big fan of that.
Yep.
That's like Venjai? No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, that's not good. Sorry. Kind of sounds like some of the names that we coming out with the dill pickle beer. Hey, there were some doozies that came across there.
Oh man, I mean, anytime you,
Yeah, some beer names that made my sweatshirt look tame. So
I had to go into mom mode and go absolutely not.
All right, so next beer.
I have not had this one in a long time.
So
this is what's been fun about these videos. I have tasted beers.
We went a long time at Jack Pine without an IPA. We brewed some experimental IPAs, kind of played around with those, and yeah, at some point, I mean, I the guys were making some pretty cool IPAs and playing around with some things, and I was kind of craving an IPA to drink in the tap room more frequently, so we came out with an IPA. Pulled in a few examples from some of our experimentals, and yeah, that's so this is Lone Wolf IPA.
It's our year-round IPA.
Mm-hmm.
Add to our, I don't even know anymore, 7 year-round beers. Right?
Dead Duck Fence. No, not quite 7. 6.
6. Okay.
Dead Duck Fence. I always have to say them in that
Wolf.
order.
Exactly. Always Dead Duck Fence.
That's how they were on our original lineup. Dead Duck Fence. So.
Lone Wolf.
Yep.
Vengeance. And Natty Pine.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah. Yeah, and then we got some seasonals. We do kind of count Lemon Shandy and Blood Orange because they swap out for seasonals. But it's just a nice, easy drinking IPA. It's got some Amarillo hops, so you can, especially the fresh. If it's really fresh, you can get a ripe peach note out of it.
That's why I like the peach Lone Wolf.
It's got some Citra in there.
That is really fun. So Zach asks an excellent question.
Yeah, are there any new hops or beers you're looking forward to brew in 2021?
I can't drink a ton of it, but I know it's a long project, but I am excited for the lambics.
Yep. These small quantities, but we'll play around with those. So yeah, lambics, those are coming up. New hops. That'd be a question for Cody because he's working on some of the experimental varieties. He wants to bring some of those in and really play around. The brewing world is filled with I mean, when a grower develops a new strain of hops, they're like mixing and matching and cultivating and all that fancy horticultural stuff that they do, all the horticultural magic that they do.
Magic.
A lot of times hops will just have a number. Our pale ale number 3, I don't remember the number on it, but Cody had that.
It's HBC
586.
Ooh, 587? I don't know.
Something like that. He swore he had that hop 2 years prior at the Craft Brewers Conference, and he remembered it, and he had to get some in, and it's like, it popped up on an email. It's like, hey, that's great. We'll get that in, and we'll try it. And it turned out pretty good. So it's always kind of unknown bringing in a new variety of hop just to play around with it, but we'll keep those rocking. Explore things a little bit more, especially with our pilot system, our 1-barrel pilot system. We can test something out to see if it's something we want to scale up. So, and yes, Scott, I you can hold me to this. I will brew a Belgian wit. Let's get together and let's make a Belgian wit, because I really like that one. Oh, one of my first. I remember early on, Boulder Beer Company made Sweaty Betty. Ooh, that was a good Belgian wit. I loved it. Super flavorful.
Awesome name right there.
Super flavorful. That was delicious. Sarah doesn't like Belgian wits.
I won't make the face.
Something in the Belgian yeast kicks off kind of a funkiness to it.
They taste rotten in my mouth.
Yeah.
Although, another thing I was going to add on as he's drooling over here about Sweaty Betty, I would love if we could make a Rockstar one, like a Belgian quad, a double or a quad. Now it's funny because the Belgians, they're their whole yeast strain. I don't like the light or the golden Belgians, but the dark ones, a whole lot of
Yeah, it was nice dark
deliciousness
strong.
right there.
I tried to make one.
Yep.
That was a bad experience.
It's all right.
I almost blew up a fermenter that had a quad in it. It was really rough. One of our little pilot batches. I hit it with oxygen, and it fizzed out, and exploded. So what are you thinking there?
You know, it's just at my threshold of me being able to handle it, but I'm not gonna make a face or anything like that. I don't feel like barbed wire, like it's peeling the enamel off my teeth or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
It is, I can appreciate it.
Yeah.
I can appreciate the flavors, and I understand it is. I could drink a pint of this. I wouldn't have to choke it down or anything like that. It's very.
Yeah.
I do like the peach notes and the other fruit notes in there.
A lot of stone fruits. All right, so we're 7:45 here. So get your questions in. Ask us anything.
See, Zach's on my side.
Now you're 3 beers in. You should be anyway. This is when the questions start.
Do we have
coming
any
out.
other homework? They've been epic with the questions tonight.
I know.
You guys have just killed it. I love
awesome.
it. I love it. They all
Yeah.
had shots too.
Thanks, Pete.
That's why.
Great.
Um,
I'm gonna finish with one.
I could get behind that. Speaking of shots, I was gonna say it earlier, and we were down all our path, whatever else. So I'm noticing a trend of beer not being enough by itself for people. So they're adding shots
why.
to their
Terrible.
beer, and there's some pretty interesting combinations. And I'm in some Facebook beer groups, and some of the combinations are pretty interesting. And I think some of the beers, I feel like they're ruining. But
Mm-hmm.
we have discovered, a happy accident, that a shot of Malibu in Black Bear is delicious.
That was kind of out of necessity, actually. We had a lot of Black Bear cans at the end of the year last year that we couldn't get rid of. Just we overshot our canning supply, and our distributor said, "Hey, can you buy these back from us?" I'm like, ah. So that's why we ran a $3 can sale in the tap room for a while, and we snuck a few cases home. And I mean, Black Bear is really good. And it's great, but
One of
not
our
every
creative
night,
nights.
man.
Yeah,
Not
exactly.
every night. So I like it with whiskey. Throw a little drop of whiskey in there. That's pretty
Really?
nice. I tried that. Well, we've done whiskey barrel Black Bear in the past. That's a little bit of depth to it. And then Malibu's
Interesting.
pretty good too. So
I'll have to get me some of that peanut butter whiskey.
So yes, Zach, Belgian
I
Dark
am
Strong. We'll give a whirl. on that
Not
one.
folding a box.
Oh darn! We're here at our house.
Yep.
We don't have any of those gift boxes.
And you know
to
what?
fold
Tomorrow's
up.
Christmas Eve. I don't think we're gonna need any more boxes folded, so that's gonna have to wait till next year. So
I'll do a video. Shot of lemon in a bottle of Corona is tasty. Shot of
Lime? Come on! It's always a lime.
So, I'll tell this joke on Facebook here. Do you know why they put a lime in the bottle of Corona?
I feel like I've heard this, but I don't remember.
It's to keep the flies out. Okay, so I told this one to DJ in the tap room tonight. You're not a huge Star Wars fan, are you? Kind of. You've seen the movies though.
Some of them.
Okay. Do you know when they're on the
Not all of them.
what is it? What's the ice planet? Hoth. Luke is out on the Tauntaun, riding around, and remember that part of the movie? You don't, do you?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so do you know what the internal temperature of a Tauntaun is?
Terrible joke.
You know this?
Yes.
It's lukewarm. Lukewarm. Get it? Lukewarm.
He loves to do dad jokes. Loves to do dad
Lukewarm.
jokes.
So predictable. It's not even funny.
Okay, nobody asked you, Sophie. Come on.
I don't really.
Chattering in the background over there.
She's the peanut gallery.
All right,
Oh my
bourbon
gosh.
stout, a touch of maple syrup. That's good. Hey, speaking of maple syrup,
Oh, yes.
we've got
Oh, I can't wait.
a porter that's been aging in what? It's Cody's porter. Well, it was Cody's porter. Anyway, it was the same porter that we had.
The rum barrel.
Porter on
Mhm.
tap.
Mhm.
We used the What did we have in that first? That was that Deadfall. We did Deadfall in a
Yeah.
maple syrup barrel.
Yep.
That was out last winter, and then we
I read that.
filled it with the porter, and so it's been slowly aging for a long period of time. So we've got a maple syrup, and I did dump more maple syrup in it too.
What
So.
what did we sample the other night?
No, I don't remember. What?
What's in the barrels? Yeah. So we were at the brewery late and talking smart, solving all the world's problems, and decided we needed to go tap into the barrels because they hadn't been sampled in a while.
Oh, wasn't that Deadfall?
Yeah, but what was it? Deadfall?
Yeah, we did Deadfall in what was it?
Oh,
The-
yes.
Cherry brandy.
Yes, cherry brandy, and there's a whiskey
Yep.
and red wine.
Yep. Yep. We sampled both of those. Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Patrick
Deadfall.
should
Pretty sure it's
not
Deadfall.
have had power tools in his hand that night.
Yeah, whatever. It's fine.
But it was delicious, and I cannot wait to release it and share it. But I mean, it's got to hang out in the barrel for a while.
I think we
But-
can't. This is not a 2020 beer. We gotta wait.
Oh,
It's not-
absolutely.
we
No,
gotta
but
wait
just
for
no.
2021. We
It
can't.
will be amazing when we do decide to release it because it's awesome,
Yeah, they were good.
awesome, and it was fun. That's a perk of owning a brewery.
Mhm. Oh, barrel sampling. That's fun. You should be like, I'm gonna go check the barrels today.
Or
There
fermenters,
you go.
or you
Or
know.
check these. Oh,
Mhm.
barrels are way more fun. I mean, yes, fermenters are good, but
Barrels are fun.
really, that's a late night activity. I'm like, I'm tired of all the beer we have on tap. I'm gonna go sample some barrels.
Let's go see how this is going on.
Nothing like warm, flat beer, but
It
they're
was
delicious.
Awesome. Way awesome.
So yeah, cherry brandy. Well, anything else we got going on here? Thanks for sticking through it with us.
Oh my
here.
gosh, yes, guys. This is pretty awesome. All right, so tomorrow's Christmas Eve.
Mm-hmm.
We are open 11 to 5. Christmas Day, we are closed.
Yep.
Let's hope we get some patio weather back.
Yep.
Have some fire pits.
We have the fire pits.
I mean, like some time. Sorry.
Have some
like
fires.
have them like
Have some fires in the-
There we
have
go.
fires in
That's-
the fire pits.
That's what I meant. Sorry.
Not outside of the fire pits. That
Yeah.
wouldn't be good.
Oh yeah, Liz, we'll hook you up.
Employee samples.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. So the downside.
Yep.
So here's the downside
So,
for our
Liz,
beer
you-
tenders.
I'll house schedule you for closing on a Friday night, and then you can just stay and hang out with us.
Yeah. So here's the downside for our
DJ
beer
can attest
tenders.
to that.
A lot of times it is 8, 9 o'clock by the time I decide to crack into some barrels at the brewery and do some sampling. So now that we close at 8, yeah, that's a little bit of a challenge. But
Really? That seems early. I feel like you're tapping into barrels at like 10, 11 o'clock.
that's when you're there too.
Ah,
Cracking into them early when she's not there.
got it.
Anyway,
Got it.
so yeah. Dan, Merry Christmas to you too.
Yay. Both from Craig. Oh, he's just going for it.
Pitter patter. All
I
right.
can't.
Well,
No,
if there's no other questions, I think it's a new appropriate. I think we need to do another send off.
Let's do it. I'm all over it.
A little bit of peppermint schnapps to finish us out tonight. Chase things down.
Think he's thick now?
No, it's still pretty thick.
Okay.
Probably a lot of sugar in these things.
Yep.
I'd be curious to see how much sugar is.
Shh.
It's heavy.
We don't talk about that.
It's heavy.
Just drink it.
Just drinking is good for you.
Just drink it.
All right, so
You too, Dart. I can't wait to see everybody in the stinking tap room. I just want to be able to
Yes.
walk through and do my high fives and hugs and
I just wanna walk through and
cheers and
no, I'm serious. Through this whole thing, it's like I've missed a lot of people in the tap room, and it's just like you guys are a treat. Everybody online here. I think I've seen most of you at some point in the tap room, and just having people there. That was the highlight of. I remember who asked the question. What the best, coolest thing about owning a brewery
Peeps.
was just to see people hanging out
Hands down.
and enjoying life. It's like we're now it's just we do the same thing, just not socially with other people. So
there's been so many times it's happened this year, but again on Saturday, coming around that corner to come to work on Saturday and seeing cars in the parking lot and heads on the patio. It's just Ugh,
Yeah.
That's what
That's
it was
awesome.
meant to be, I tell you.
Exactly. So,
Merry Christmas, Miss Gina.
Merry Christmas
And
to everybody.
Love you guys.
Cheers.
Have
Miss
fun.
you.
Be safe.
Yep, absolutely. Stay safe, all that fun stuff. All right.
Ready?
Boom.
That was awesome. That was your gift to you guys.
Take care. Take care, everyone. Merry Christmas.